back then, there was a model of starting companies, starting startups. In 2025, we've got this amazing Gen AI tool. How do you think entrepreneurs and enterprise are evolving or are innovating since you wrote it about 10 years ago?
Yeah, it's funny. I think I wrote a blog about this recently as well, like just 10 years reflecting on, what's changed, what's different, what still hasn't moved. And I think, the most important part is that I would say the cost of experimentation has dropped like radically. You were talking about raising, like even if you were an engineer that could write the code and design it and build it, like you're still talking like, hundreds of thousands of dollars to sort of get to a scalable piece of software that could probably serve 1,000 people without sort of, falling over. It has given way more people the opportunity to become entrepreneurs and experiment, which again is just a great thing for society in general.
The venture studio model is gaining traction. Barry, you took it to a whole new level with Nobody Studios, about launching around 100 companies in 5 years. What is venture studio? Define. Second, I want to ask you, Barry, is what inspired the idea and what makes the model of Nobody Studios so different?
Yeah, well, venture studios are just, we could even call them an asset class. They're rapidly growing. I think they've grown over 600% in the last 5 years alone. Now, the name venture studio, startup studio, is sort of existed for a while. But again, the definition of the venture studios is quite broad, right? You can have two people sitting in a shed and they describe themselves as a venture studio. And then you have businesses like our business, which, we don't do anything else. We don't sell services. We're not an agency that happens to build products. We just build products. That's it. We either build them or we die. And we only make money by selling the companies we build, right? We have no other forms of revenue. Like, we've always had a very audacious goal, bold vision that many people have got excited about and sort of got behind. One of the things I think the studio is very good at is telling our story. Our CEO, Mark, is a great storyteller and has always been able to communicate that to a broad audience about what we're trying to do differently. And there are many people in the world that sort of feel that the venture ecosystem needs to change. And that's many different ways. More people having access to that system, right? So it not just being multimillionaires and VCs that get to invest in early stage startups, but regular people who have regular jobs and regular lives and are not millionaires. Like, they deserve an opportunity to be part of the future of tech and creating space for that.